to sharpen with precision, flashing your favorite point of view. I know you're waiting in the distance, just like you always do, just like you always do. Already pulling me in, already under my skin, and I know exactly how this ends. I let you open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be. Don't know why I'm hoping for what I won't receive. Falling for the promise of the emptiness machine. The emptiness machine.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shortened it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott, living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow, with a blonde who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul, so fly, I can walk in any spot, every be soaking. From a time when it was stronger, today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade streets. Before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming, I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shock them like real product. Creep with baddies in sequence, dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision where I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
DNA of King James, kin of St. Michael. Polygamous minded, 7 wives on ridiculous timing. They always share the same title. That be the talk. That's foul like a stop in Frisk, New York. At 20, I said I better quit by 30 than by 30. I thought by 40 rapping is corny. How wrong was I? Never would have thought that 50 new songs by Nas would be hard to live. I leave them scared like when they hear their name called, but ain't nobody there. The definition of my name probably started where I rode the E-train, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was like an escape excited, leave the beat flame. It was Rod, Kane, Coogee, and Chris. Few names like Cool James, Face, Cube, and Rick. That was musically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw they songs in a cyanide capsule. The truth is poison to any fraud. Demigod, rocking suits and shoes, going against any odds. How could you hate me? I survived the 80s, the D's, the trauma, embalming fluid and lace. Inhale fumes from a stove up. The show's booked up. I chose to take the world over. Look up.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Hey yo, 30 years later, Illmatic was dropped. Yeah, man, what about that?
Hey yo, Prim, chill. I got the rhymes, you got the beats.
Alright.
30 years later, we back in the streets, we back in the lab.
Alright then. Let's go, Nas.
It's time. It's album time. Yeah.
It's time.
It's time. Black is time.
Premiere album still gonna happen.
5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could be the one on your new addiction. It's all in my head, but I want non-fiction. I don't want the world, but I'll take this city. Who can blame a girl? Call me hot, not pretty. Baby, do you like this beat? I'm made so you dance with me. It's like 199 degrees. With me, H-O-T-T-O-G-O. Snap and clap and touch your toes. Raise your hands, now body roll. Dance it out, you're hot to go. H-O-T-T-O-G-O. H-O-T-T-O-G-O. You can take me high to go. H-O-T-T-O-G-O. You can take me high to go. I woke up alone, staring at my ceiling. I try not to care, but it hurts my feelings. You don't have to stare, come here, get with it. No one's touched me there in a damn hot minute. And baby, don't you like this beat? I'm made so you dance with me. It's like 199 degrees when you're with me. Snap and clap and touch your toes. Raise your hands, now body roll. Dance it out, you're hot to go. H-O-T-T-O-G-O. Snap and clap and touch your toes. Raise your hands, now body roll. H-O-T-T-O-G-O. H-O-T-T-O-G-O. You can take me high to go. Take me high to go. What's it take to get your number? What's it take to bring you home? Hurry up, it's time to suffer.
Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the Los Angeles Rams and the Houston Texans. Lucky week 13 it is. Everyone hoping for a little good fortune this time around as we enter the home stretch of the regular season. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. He'll throw. All in left side. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. I'll throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Rams have the first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
All set to go now from the 35. Working on first down. Dumped off to his running back. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60,
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door to a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Throw left side, caught by Shaheed. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline. Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Complete on the option. That is an LA touchdown. The Rams finish up an excellent opening series. On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Texans nothing.
Kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's go. Hey,
Stroud in the air to start us off. He's going to push one. That's grabbed inside the 30. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans finish off their opening drive. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. Kicking team out to try the extra points. Extra point, not too confident, but it had enough to go. And the Texans start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fields this one at the 3. He goes out of bounds on the return. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams. Take the lead on the first play of the drive.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Shorty got that body out of no time, set up, you gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my side. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Ready? Cowboy 80. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Come on. Bronco switch. 19 Tiger.
Keeping it with Mixon. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll be first down, Houston.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
60 Bison.
Throwing from the gun here. Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it looks like that. Rams football.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
All set to go now from the 35. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Back-to-back carries here. And he's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter. It's a 14-7 game. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. We're back for the second quarter. Rams in a real good spot to score. Going to the ground again on first. The flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Back to throw now. Short pass brought in. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown.
Number 81.
The Rams grow their lead off the turnover. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
Ready. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Tag. Bring it. Viking 18. Hurt. Ready.
Here's a design run. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Ready. Ready.
Here's the backup. First throw. He throws a bullet to the center. He's got it inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans make it a one-score game in the first half. Nico Collins with the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
And the kick is missed, but there's a flag on the play. Looks like a defensive miscue is going to give them another try. Now they'll try the extra point again. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through.
Makes the score Rams 21, Texans 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Get it out right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense, more often than not, leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it. Right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball. And they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. First real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Football's on the 48. Here we go, 1st down.
Get it! Hey, Bronco 80! Go!
A give to Mixon up the middle. He's across midfield into Rams territory. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Panther 60. Cup 19. Cup 19. Let's go.
Dropping back to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. And that one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On the ready.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger. 19 tight. 19 tight. Warrior 70.
From the red zone on first. He rolls to his right. To the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. Oh, he made the catch, but didn't get down in bounds.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
60 Eagles. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 18 Rattler. 18 79 Broncos. Mustang 19.
Going again on 2nd. This one's caught. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans parlay the interception into points. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That had just enough leg. It's over the crossbar and good. And the Texans tie this game at 21. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Now give left side. Jukes away from one. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. They give it to him again. And he gets absolutely pumped to add that one. 2 yards on the pickup. That leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
He gets it out left, and it's gone. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
To throw here on 1st down. Absolutely fires this one right side. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Texans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Hey, we know in this league takeaways are a big deal, but you get interception and chunk yards with it. That is a gold star effort.
Come on, set. 19 Lions. Let go.
They go play action on 1st down. Has it at the 7. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
They analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Unlock up. Ready. Panther 60. Panther 60. Let's go.
Design quarterback run here. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Texans get some late points and the lead. They broke out the design, run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. But Rail found his way to the football first, and they avoid the turnover. Woo!
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
He's going to throw this one. Buying some time right. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they're finally able to send him out. Gave up a great game, but surprisingly, not a first down. It's 3rd down instead.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
One final shot before the half. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Texans intercept the final throw for the end zone, and that is how our first half's going to end. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. High-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Panther Street! Panther Street!
There's plenty of design wrong. Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
35-yard line.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
60 by 6. Ready.
Not the design keeper. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Let's go. 19, Tiger. Trap 60, trap 60. Track him 60.
Third and long for him here. And we put everything he's got behind it. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down. The Texans set to punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Fields this at the 19. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's first and 10. Here's the long back on the handoff. Rob Flat, first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Now looking to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Rams have the first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Throwing now on first down. Setting up the screen. And they're all over that screen. Brock didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And he's out of bounds. A beautiful play to get that first down, but this could be coming back. We got to check this flag. So this is going to be second down and long following the holding flag. Here's a throw. Caught, nice gain left side. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
The handoff on third and short. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
Right side, Shaheed's got it. Continuing to turn those legs inside the 25. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And the Rams have the first down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9.
At the Texans' 11-yard line.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Rams football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. come to the line here, 2nd and 9. A give now from the gun. They call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end block. It's 3rd down. Putting a receiver in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Shazy threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turned it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. On the ground again with Mixon. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out.
19, ready? 19, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready?
To the air on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And he is down inside the 35-yard line.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Now, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
And a power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that. It just is too hard to pile together, get first downs, gets the better defenses in this league.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. Gonna need more of those as they trail by a score. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Looking to throw. They did it! He made the interception! And the Rams have some new life in the 4th!
Not just a bad decision, frankly. It really is a quarterback in this moment of the game. You got to know it's not a time to take a risk. You cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Dumps it off to his running back. And they take him down right along the 30. 2nd and 3 now. The give now out of the shotgun. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. He's got a man left. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today. Because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Let's go.
Rolling back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Throw left side, caught by Shaheed. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's go.
Back to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Brought in inside the 20. Do it, Brock. They break the tie. The final minute. It's a touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here he is to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
Kate, I gotta believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
To throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They've got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is 4th down. Throwing now. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Buffalo 18.
Throwing it again here. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darren Stingley Jr.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Ready? Alert! Cowboy 80. Steady.
1st and 10, a run to Mixon. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.